Um, this is kind of a response to this video by Onision called Suicide Another Day, and there are a lot of people out there that have extremely serious suicidal thoughts, and I'm one of them, and I go through it every day. I wish, I've been depressed as, like, when I was 7, I was depressed. And, and it's like, when I was 7, I was depressed. Then, the older I got, the worse it got. And when I was 11 years old, for the first time in my whole life, I was either 11 or 12. First time in my life, I cut myself. And I remember doing it, and it was one cut, and I was like, fucking do that again. And then it was like a year or so after that, or like a month after. So I must have been 11, or 10, or I don't know. I was young. And a while after that, I really did cut myself with a razor. With like an actual razor. Like my mom's. They actually, she'd be like, I don't want to use my own. I don't know why, I just use my mom's because the fisherman saw. And I had these crazy scrapes all over my arm. And from that, I started cutting myself with the metal part of an eraser with the eraser dug out of it. Then razor blades from sharpeners, and that's actually what I cut myself with now. That's just one of the ways that I'm trying to get over depression. I remember times in my life, wasn't too long ago, I would just sit in my room, lights off, and cry, and listen to depressing music. I know people are going to say that My Chemical Romance, someone's going to give me crap about saying this, but, My Chemical Romance, I would listen to Nirvana, because I felt Nirvana was very depressing. Elliott Smith. New Green Day is really depressing, especially American Idiot, especially some of the songs, most of the American Idiot album, most of the 20th Century Breakdown album, and listen to, The Cure. I have one Cure album, and I listen to it over and over again. And the Beatles depress me, because, hearing a voice that no one can hear anymore, except off of recordings, because, the real person is dead. And same thing with Nirvana, and same thing with Elliott Smith. Same thing, the Ramones, that fucking depresses me too. So most of them are dead. And just, watching, videos on YouTube of people talking about self-harm, and it's kind of ridiculous how I'm acting now, and I will cry over... One of the things that I cry over now is one of my ex-boyfriends, and my closest friends know who that is, and it's not fucking Hudson Ellis, it's someone else that actually just broke up with me in March, and, I still talk to him, and it seems stupid, but I cry over him, because, and I'll cry over and I remember, a couple months ago, I was so fucking depressed. I have a scar. I'm actually looking at the scar right now. I had it on my cheerleading uniform. Eyeliner and mascara is running down my face. My nose is red. I'm just crying my eyes out. I can't even remember why. And I had this blade in my hand. And I pressed the blade to my left wrist and pulled. I split one of my wrists. And I have the scar. It's one of my most noticeable scars. And it really disgusted myself that I would even do that. And I'm in therapy now. I'm gonna go to a psychiatrist thing. And I don't know what that was. My computer just says that. I don't know what it is. But, hold on a second. Sorry. But, now, I'm on depression medication. I'm diagnosed with so many problems, clinical depression, schizophrenia, ADD, and it kind of hurts more because people that don't know me talk shit about me. Like, there are a bunch of people at this one school, and I only am real friends with a couple people like a handful of people at that school, and people that don't even know me, who've never had a conversation with me, call me a slut, call me crazy, and not like crazy fun, but like crazy, like mental health crazy, and it fucking just, and it drives me insane almost. And I mean, there are times in my life that I said, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna kill myself. I've been at school telling people. I was at school actually this school year. Now I'm on summer vacation. It's actually my 3rd day of summer vacation. But the school year, that was my most recent school year, I went around school telling people goodbye. And I fessed up to so much crap. And I was just at school, at lunch, bawling my eyes out. These teachers, multiple teachers asked me, what's the matter with you? And I said, I don't know. And I was in the social worker's office all day. And I was dead set in my mind, tonight I'm going to kill myself. I knew how I was going to kill myself. I was going to take a razor blade, slit my wrists, cry, and get it over with. And I knew the song I was going to kill myself to. I was going to kill myself to Jesus of Suburbia, because that had to do with the reason I was going to kill myself, and I think that's my business, so I'm not going to get into that. And it broke my heart, and then I remember, at night, shut all the lights off, got the razor blade, put in my CD, it's track 2, song starts, start crying, take the blade, put it to my wrist, for the first time. This is before the last time I tried to kill myself. And I stopped. And I just dropped it, and I walked over to my mirror, and I said, what the fuck is the matter with you? And I wrote this song that I love it. It has 5 parts to it, and it's the greatest song I've ever written, I actually personally think, and no one's ever read it before. Nobody has ever read that song before, and I'm not playing. If I ever am in a band and recording, I'm never going to ever release that song. Ever. Because that is emotionally has so much to do with it. But I want to tell people, that are depressed, that you can get over it. I'm beginning to get over it. And you can do that too. But don't do it in dangerous ways like cutting yourself or just self-harming or drinking or doing drugs. Don't do that. That's just going to hurt yourself even more. And then you know what? If you drink, you're going to be depressed knowing you're an alcoholic. And that's going to make you drink more, which is going to make you more an alcoholic. That's just going to depress you more. Then you're going to kill yourself. Seriously. You can get over it. And I really hope you can. I just want to thank anyone for watching this.